Wait, what? All right. Hopefully this is okay. Once again,
Are you live?
yeah, we should be live. I'm not sure. We keep going back and forth. It's working for me right now. It says.
Oh, I think we could be on here,
I
boy.
just needed a simple reset of the PC. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Just crashed. Randomly, just crashed. We're just telling the mock draft stream and everyone to kind of come back.
Tell people what happened, because there might be people who are watching this later and they're like, "What? What is going on?
Yeah.
Why is it
So
starting like this?"
yeah, we are back. Sorry guys, if you are watching our live stream later on in the day, our live stream crashed earlier. We tried to figure out, as you can see, the main screen came straight up as the draft, and we were obviously 4 rounds in, 5 rounds in, and stream just went kaputs. So we are back. We are here.
Literally went kaputs.
Yeah. So as you can see, this is everyone that kind of went off the board. Have a look as we kind of settle back in with everyone coming back.
Bro, I don't know if my computer's tripping.
Let me
Just let us know if you guys can hear us, if everything's all good. Like, ah,
gosh,
I'm tripping right
now
now, bro.
now the freaking thing is tripping.
What thing?
The sleeper.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to. Sorry guys, give me a second.
We're just letting everyone know who kind of missed out.
Copy link. Here we go. Okay. We should be back. Like I said, everyone should be trickling in now. You should be able to see everyone coming.
All right, if you're watching, if you can help us, let's get those likes back up. I think we were on like 13. It's so sad that we're gonna have to start from nothing, but we are gonna start from nothing. If you're watching this later, we had a stream going, it was vibes, and then we crashed. It is what it is, technology. Badaki, why don't you walk people quickly through what's happened in this mock draft so
Yeah,
far?
absolutely. Obviously, you can see on the board, all these guys went first. CMC, Dalvin Cook, Henry, Alvin, Saquon, JT, Tyreek Hill, Austin Eckler, Zeke, Chubb, Tyreek, and Cam Akers all in the first. And then we had a good run of wide receivers from the 2.8 with A.J. Brown, Metcalf, Hop, Ridley. All these guys, look, I mean, this is a PPR mock draft. So obviously, everyone's strategy is a little bit different. You can have a look on the board right now. Zach went with Travis Kelce in the first, and I took A.J. Brown in the second there. So, and he still ends up with a decent team so far, Gibson and Carson, and then I have A.J. Brown,
Dude,
Godwin.
I can't lie. I'm pretty hyped about how this mock has gone for me so far.
Yeah.
To get Kelsey in the first and then get Gibson, Carson, Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel really good about where this is falling so far. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped about it.
So, look, it's going good. I think another thing I want to do is also, if you're watching this for the first time, again, our stream did crash, so we're back here again. Patreon.com/FantasylandFam. If you want to support the show or join our Dynasty or Redraft Leagues, the description is down below. Also, we do have a partnership with RSA Rochester Sports. That description should be down below. If not, it's going to be in the chat if you can see that.
Not there yet, so we're just gonna have to do that on our next live stream. GG's.
Okay. Nah, that's okay. But you get 50%. You get 50% off on all sports memorabilia besides playing cards. So we're actually really excited about that.
We'll talk about that in the future live streams because we don't have the time to try and figure that out again.
Yeah.
We just gotta put that in the description in the future. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, shout out to the 8 people watching. If you could drop a like on this video, just help us get back up to where we were before the stream crashed. You guys are amazing. PPR redraft mock draft on the live stream today. If you want to be a part of these, we're about to click resume. But if you want to be a part of these, in the description of this video, there's a link. It's solo.to/fantasylandfootball. Join that. In that link, you can join our Discord. Okay. In our Discord is where you'll be able to do these live mock drafts with us. But let's go ahead and resume this draft. We are back on.
Oh boy. That's okay. I mean, this adversity, what is it? Nothing to us.
It's nothing. It's just frustrating. But hey, I'll quickly say as well because we said this on the live stream that just crashed. But we've had 2 people sign up to our
Oh, yeah,
leagues
that's Chase.
today,
He just came in
which
the
is
chat.
amazing. Is that Chase?
Chase, what's up, brother?
Chase, let us know if you were the person because there is a Chase who signed up to our leagues today, and then we had John sign up to our leagues as well. We're really hyped about that. So let us know if you are indeed the Chase that's going to be playing in our redraft and dynasty leagues this year. That's really exciting, bro. Yeah, he said, yes, I am the person. Wow.
That's sick,
And
man.
here we are. I love that, bro. We're hyped, bro. Hey, check Patreon because we sent you a DM with some details. We want to make sure that you get all the exclusives that come with those tiers. So make sure you don't miss out on that message we sent you there on Patreon. John's back. He said everything sounds good. John also signed up to our league, so shout out to John and Chase today. Michael, what's up, my guy? Gator's back. Okay, guys, we are back. We are back,
We are
and
back.
everything is okay. Everything's okay.
And the likes are up right now. We got 15 right now. That's crazy. 15 with only 6 people
Yeah.
watching. That's great.
I don't know how that's possible.
Good maths.
Maths, quick maths. Chase said, been kind of sneakily watching all your vids and streams, and love you guys. LOL. I see all the work you guys are putting in. Keep it up. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, all love, man.
Appreciate
you.
That actually means more than you probably realize.
Mhm.
So we really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for believing in your boys.
Yeah.
All right. So here we are on the stream. How you feeling so far about this mock draft? Anything stand out to you in particular?
Not necessarily. I think it's crazy. Like I wonder if getting a tight end there in that position is worth it because Chris Carson. Are we excited about Chris Carson? Not necessarily, but what if people do go? There's more wide receiver heavy teams in your drafts. Maybe you go Kelsey, and maybe you can go. Maybe you can get a later guy in the 3rd round. Maybe a Miles falls into the late 3rd. Maybe a Josh Jacobs falls to the late 3rd instead of a Chris Carson. I think that would be really exciting.
Yeah. All right. So in the 5th round, we see Robert Woods, Kyle Pitts, Mike Davis, Miles Gaskin, Lamar, Dak, Javonte, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews, Justin Herbert, and Kenny Galladay. And I think on our mock drafts, you're going to see DJ Moore fall much farther than other mock drafts. That's because every time someone takes him in the 4th round, we're like, why would you take him in the 4th round? It doesn't make sense to take DJ Moore that high. So you can now see our community is pushing the people that we love and we hate either up or downwards. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see how that's happening. TJ Hawkinson at the 5-12. What a great way to start for Team 12 there.
Yeah, his team's really strong here.
Just grabbed Ayuk off me. Ayuk. Okay, so I need to change strats a little bit. Let's see, who's the next guy on my board? Do I go? I don't want to reach. I don't want to reach there. This is really difficult because I think most of these picks would be reaches for me.
Okay.
I can't take Jamar Chase here anymore. I know it's stupid. Oh, I can't take Lockett either because I don't want to have him with.
20 seconds here.
I'm gonna go in. I'm going all in on my guy.
Okay.
My guy's T. Higgins this year. I cannot stop talking about T. Higgins.
Okay.
I believe in T. Higgins. I just took T. Higgins over Jamar Chase. Yes, I did. I feel like Jamar Chase is gonna need a little bit of time to get acclimated. Could Jamar Chase finish as a higher fantasy wide receiver this year compared to T. Higgins? Absolutely, he could. But I think in the first 4 weeks, Jamar's going to need some time to develop. So I think in the first 4 weeks, T. Higgins is going to look like the clear wide receiver 1. He could still be this year. And then I could have some trade value going forward. So, what's up? Wow. Some comments in the chat. Just need to keep up with it.
I just saw it too. That's funny. Yeah, we were both about to cry about Chase's comment. Absolutely. You should have saw us when we got that notification.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Doughboy said we were gonna cry from Jace's comment. I'm not gonna lie. Today's been an overwhelming day because we've had a lot of people believe in us in a lot of different ways through socials, and then we've had Chase and John join the leagues and kind of believe in the brand, and It just means so much when people see the work that you're doing and they say, "Hey, I believe in you. Keep going," or "I want to be a part of it." And it's awesome. It's really really cool. So we
Yeah.
really do appreciate it. Um, the lighting in your room apparently is really good right now, Badaki.
Thanks.
You got the LEDs going crazy.
Yeah, I got that color, and see Ellen's
Mm.
laptop over here too. She's over here
Mm-hmm.
working in the room.
I'm working, bitch. Gator fan says, I feel mixed about my last pick. Was debating between Pitts and Gaskin. What are our thoughts? I think Kyle Pitts in the fifth. Um, I think that's pretty. That's probably where you're gonna get him this year. I couldn't tell you if it's a value pick, a reach, or proper value. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you where he sits, but I think you're definitely getting upside there. It's also a risk at the pick. I think you're at a place where you have two solid running backs that you can count on. I'll be honest, I probably would have gone Gaskin just to solidify my RB3,
Okay.
but I don't think that there's a wrong answer. So I feel you with that struggle. The Pitts or Gaskin. Like, what do you think? Do you think there's a right answer, wrong answer there?
I personally would have gone. I mean, I'm not excited to go Gaskin, but I just would have gone running back there.
Yeah.
The value at tight end is high. Kyle Pitts, in my opinion, I believe that's too high. I would have taken a Mark Andrews, a Hawkinson, a Noah Fant over Pitts. That's my opinion. I have technically Kyle Pitts as my tight end 8 currently in redrafts. So I would have tried to solidify that third running back or that third wide receiver on my team rather than taking Kyle Pitts, knowing that there's still some decent talent. Like you said, the tiers are coming in to this year with the tight ends,
Yeah.
and there's still good tight ends still on the board. Mike Gesicki, Dallas Goedert, with all that news coming out.
Here's the thing though. Here's what I'll say about team 2 because if he didn't take Kyle Pitts there, there's a massive drop off in the tight ends. Like, no offense to Team 7, but taking Noah Fant in the 6th round, see, that's what you do not want to do, in my opinion. There's two tiers really separating here. It's the top 3. It's Kelsey, Kittle, and Waller. If you can get one of the top 3 in the first 3, you're chilling. After that, if you can get Pitts, Andrews, or Hawkinson in the 5th or 6th, perfect. Outside of those two tiers, I am punting the position completely until late, and I'm going to try and grab a value guy later on. So that's how I view it. I really feel like there are tiers forming. Chase says, DJ Moore killed me last year, not touching him unless he falls. Agreed, man. I feel
Same.
like every
Same.
mock draft we are in, it's like, man, Robbie Anderson went that late and DJ Moore went that high.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I'm going to have so much more Robbie Anderson than DJ Moore.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I can agree with that. I mean, you never know. I might even take him in this round.
Yeah.
Time and resources. Thoughts on either Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams at the 4-11. Obviously, it's Javonte Williams at the 4-11 in a 12 Superflex dynasty. I think that's kind of where he's going.
Yeah,
right?
I got him at the 5-1 in our dynasty league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much one pick after where you're talking about. I think there are some players who in dynasty leagues, their value's only going to get better from this year onwards. So I think Najee's properly valued, but guys like Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, Kyle Pitts, these are guys who their value next year, they're gonna skyrocket next year. So you're not gonna ever be able to get them cheaper. So Javonte Williams at the 4-11 is good value in my opinion. Shout out to Virginia Mears. She says, I love football. That's my sister. She's just supporting the stream. I love it. Hawkinson or Andrews in redraft for you boys. A lot of people are on the Hawkinson train. Obviously, he's the only target there that they can really rely on. I am still going to go Mark Andrews over Hawkinson just because I know that they have the connection with Lamar. Rashad Bateman is coming in, but Andrews has had that connection solidified for a long time now. How do you feel, though? Because you could see this completely differently than me.
No, I definitely agree. They're back to back in my rankings. Mark Andrews is tight end 5, and Hawkinson is tight end 6. Mark Andrews is tight end 4, and Hawkinson is tight end 5. That's in my redraft rankings. But I really like Mark Andrews. I completely agree. He already has a connection. TJ Hawkinson is going to have a brand new quarterback. But let's not forget, I mean, Jared Goff is not, it's not a bum. You know, he's not anything like crazy, but TJ
No,
Hawkinson is the really only target there when it comes down
no.
to,
Goff's not a bum. No, no,
yeah.
by no means. He's not a bum. Okay, now here's the issue with how we talk about DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson so much,
Hmm.
right? We talk about those guys so much. I don't think getting him in the seventh is a reach, but I think he falls further. Like you getting him in the eighth or ninth feels much better than getting him in the seventh because that difference is between DJ Moore and Robbie. The value is so much more significant.
Correct.
I don't know. I don't think it's a reach though. When I look at the wide receivers on the board, I'm not upset that Robbie Anderson is the one to go.
Yeah, I
How do you
mean,
feel?
it makes sense. I mean, like, why wouldn't I guess I'm trying to think about my thought process. I'm not taking DJ Moore, period, in early. Like, I think if I can get DJ Moore where Robbie went, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If that sums it up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Um, I'm ecstatic that I got Damian Harris that late. I was worried about my RB3. I really like Damian Harris. He was a guy I was hyped about last year.
Hmm.
Injuries really hurt him all last year, and now he's healthy. He seems to be the lead back. And if Mac Jones ends up being the starter, this could be a guy who could win people leagues, in my opinion, Damian Harris, because it takes away, the worries of the goal line. I guess
Opportunities taken away by Cam Newton.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think we're gonna talk about this later, but I'm having a lot of soft spots for these quarterbacks coming into this year. Like,
Yep.
we had to remember Cam Newton. He had like a nice little stride happening, and then he got hit with the COVID. He came back and it just all went away. So
Hmm.
it's interesting.
It is. Ahmed said all we needed was a name change. King Adams lives on. Are you the king is dead, Ahmed?
The king is
Let us know
dead,
because if that's true, that is actually
bruh.
hilarious.
King Adams
Um,
now he's saying he's dead, yeah, because he's not believing that he's coming back. I hear
yeah.
you.
That's unlucky. Chase says I think it's crazy Pitts is being taken before Hawkinson. Love me
Hmm.
some Robbie Anderson for sure. Severely underrated.
Hmm.
So I think the Pitts Hawkinson. Uh, you know, I am gonna see this differently than Badaki, but I would rather have Kyle Pitts than T.J. Hawkinson in a redraft league. I don't like where they're going, but I would rather have the upside of a Kyle Pitts than a T.J. Hawkinson because I really do believe that Kyle Pitts comes in and he is a wide receiver too on that team from day one. I think he's gonna see plenty of targets to be fantasy relevant. So I'm not so worried about the rookie label because as much as he is a rookie, what have we been hearing about him all offseason? He is the best tight end that any of these pro scouts have scouted. So if that's true, if he is a generational talent, then there is reason to believe that he could have an amazing rookie year. So
Yeah, I
um
hear you.
Badaki's always in the perfect spot to get Judy. It's true. How does that always happen? You always get Jerry Judy.
I actually don't know. I feel like I always get the 1-5. It's either one
Yeah.
four, 1-5, 1-6. I always get it.
Hmm.
But I mean, people can see how you fall. I'm not in love with my team. I think Chris Godwin fell to me at the 4-8. It's not that I'm in love with Chris Godwin. I was really hoping Amari Cooper was gonna fall to me because it made my decision
I
harder.
don't know, dude. I really like
I'm
Godwin.
not saying I don't like him. I think
Yeah.
I would have rathered Amari Cooper over Godwin at that moment. It's just that feeling because it made
Yeah.
my decision hard. If you really think about it, Godwin was the last top tier receiver there, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Top tier because obviously it was Julio who went after me
Yep.
at the 4-9, but I already have AJ Brown. I can't stack him.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, that's a good conversation because that's something that we haven't been scared of doing in the past.
Hmm.
Now, it does it does make it hard to create a starting lineup, but it gives you trade value. So
Yeah,
That's
you're
interesting
right.
because
It does give me
you've been
training.
one to do that a lot in the past.
I've been one to, well, not necessarily stack my receivers, but stack my quarterback or tight end or stuff like that. That's what
Mm.
I do. I can't stack a receiver on the same team. No way. I think
Okay.
I would take the chance if I can get them. If I can, like, if you think about it, if I have Julio and AJ Brown on the same team, let's say I drafted Julio instead of Chris Godwin, I have Jerry Jeudy as my tight end, my wide receiver 3. Tyler Boyd is my wide receiver 4, which is good. So I can trade away Julio Jones and get what? What can I really get for Julio? No one's gonna trade me. At least I can't think about anyone trading me like a Mike Evans, a CeeDee Lamb, a Terry for Julio. You know,
Mhm.
it's just a namesake, really.
There goes Tom Brady.
Are you stressed?
That sucks.
Were you stressed about that? That's why you got upset.
I'm just sad about it. What do you mean am I stressed? I'm sad. There's an empty hole in my heart.
Mm.
I was hoping to grab him with this next pick. I love Tom Brady. I know you guys are probably annoyed with me talking about him. I think he's gonna have an amazing year. He's my quarterback 6, so I was really hoping to snag him here in the ninth round. That's unlucky. It is what it is. Chase says, honestly, loving the Kings. The King is Dead's team right now. Not a huge fan of Bateman pick, but other than that, the team looks solid. Yeah, we will give out draft grades here very soon. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely like the way his team's looking too. I agree. Um,
I'm actually gonna go tight end here. I'm gonna go Dallas Goddard. I'm not
how
excited.
do you guys feel about CD this year? Can he be top 10 or 12? I think the answer to that is absolutely. Absolutely, he could finish top 10. I mean, this is a guy who's in an offense with a really good quarterback, really good weapons all around him, doesn't have to worry about the double team. Terrible defense, like really, really bad. And they didn't really address it. I know they got the best linebacker in the draft, but they already had 2 good starting linebackers. So the secondary was really the issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper could both finish as top 12 wide receivers this year. Michael Gallup has sneaky upside as well. And god damn it. I mean, you guys are just screwing up my late round quarterback. Just every quarterback I wanted to get late round, you're just putting a knife deep in me right
Yeah,
now.
right
And I
there.
just you're gonna make me do something I really don't want to do. You guys are gonna make me do something I really, really don't want to do.
Mm.
Ahan says, "How do you guys feel about CD?" Oh, I already read that.
I already
Sorry.
read that. Oh yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. Gator fan,
Um.
you're welcome. That's funny. It's happening
Oh,
slowly.
I know. I know. I'm gonna switch this to 30-second picks here soon. But hey guys, we just want to say thank you so much for watching the stream. If you haven't dropped a like, drop one. Just helps us reach more people. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to be a part of these mock drafts in the future, you can easily be a part of them. Uh, simply the link in our description is solo.to/fantasylandfootball. You'll see that in the description of this video. If you join our Discord through that link, you'll be able to be a part of these mock drafts whenever you would like to be a part of them.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid to do that. We got draft grades at the end. Yeah, everyone knows what's happening. Everyone in the chat knows what I have to do. I literally feel like
Be
I know
happy.
what I
Be
have to
happy
do.
and be happy and take him because
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Will you help me? Will you help me? Oh God, it's
I
disgusting.
mean,
It's disgusting. I can't believe I've done it. I'm ashamed of myself right now. Truly.
mark this day, everyone. I would not be drafting Jalen Hurts. I'm fading him. I'm fading. That's what he says. He said I'm fading him in every draft.
Yeah, and it looks like everyone faded him to the point where I literally had to take him. Who else was going to be my starting quarterback?
You had Trevor
still my
Lawrence.
quarterback. He's still my quarterback 13 in redrafts.
You got-
So I still have him above all the guys that are on the board there, bro.
Tua.
And if I didn't take him, I guarantee you the King is Dead would have had him, and I would have had Trevor Lawrence as my starting quarterback as a rookie. And I'm just not okay with that.
Yeah.
It's a sad day. If you could throw up a prayer for your boy. I'm in an emotional space where I don't really know how to react. Jalen Hurts is on my team, and I feel ashamed of myself. I truly feel shame. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about that. Let's go ahead and change the draft to 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here we
And
go.
I mean, this is pretty easy because I know what I'm gonna do here. And he's starting to become a really good value. Curtis Samuel in the 10th round, a guy Washington brought in through free agency and gave a pretty good amount of money to. This guy's going to have a pretty good role in this offense, which an offense I think is going to be much improved. So getting him in the 10th round as my wide receiver 4, I actually love this team. If it was Tom Brady instead of Jalen Hurts, this might be my favorite team I've ever had in a mock draft so far.
Ever.
But Jalen Hurts really puts a little downer on it.
All right. Chase, speaking of Hurts, he's my QB1 in Dynasty, and I accidentally made a Philly super stack and not sure how I feel about it. It's Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, and Miles Sanders.
Oh,
Wow.
that is you're betting a lot of your future on those three guys. Here's what I'll say this. We released a video about Jalen Hurts. You can see my full thoughts there, but I am not touching Jalen Hurts in Dynasty. I would trade him. I would honestly trade Jalen Hurts if you have him in Dynasty. And I guess it's more explained on the video on our YouTube page. You can find it there. But in short, you can't promise me that he's going to be the starting quarterback of the Eagles next year. You can't promise me that. I'm not saying I know anything. Someone commented on that video, and they're like, "Did the Eagles themselves tell you that? Did the Eagles franchise tell you that he wasn't going to be the starting quarterback?" Of course they didn't tell me that. Why would the Eagles franchise have any connections to me? It's a intuition. It's you put maths together. They have a bunch of first round picks next year. Jalen Hurts has some clear weaknesses, and they're a bad team. So if they're a top 5 team and there's good quarterbacks next year, why wouldn't they take quarterback? So I am avoiding Jalen Hurts in Dynasty at all costs. In redraft, I'm more comfortable with him. So I would definitely be looking to trade Jalen Hurts. You're higher on Miles Sanders than me. So how do you feel about him?
Yeah,
In the Dynasty League?
and that's when we were doing that Jalen Hurts video. It kind of gave me more of an understanding of what Jalen Hurts is at, where he's at, what his offense is going to look like. They're going to cater to him. I mean, I think every offense tries to cater to their quarterback and tries to cater to the pieces that they have around them. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a little bit more of he's going to have a successful year next year, in my opinion.
Okay.
He's not going to surpass all these records. If he does, that's awesome. But in my opinion, I think he's a decent quarterback. I think they're going to be utilizing Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts with Miles Sanders a lot more.
Okay.
If you look at the offensive coordinator came from the Chargers, which is now in Philly. What do we know about the Chargers the past couple years? They love to check down the ball. Austin Eckler was a PPR monster. All this other stuff. That's going to be
I guess the
Jalen Hurts.
question is, was that more personnel? Because of who Eckler is,
Well,
or was it the
Miles
game plan?
Sanders. Miles Sanders is.
Miles Sanders isn't.
He-
I don't see him as an Austin Eckler type pass
Oh
catching
no,
back.
no, no, no! He's not an Austin Eckler type passing back, but he can catch the ball. He does have the ability to catch the
Yeah,
ball
I agree.
and move great in space. So I think that's my thought process. That's why I'm a little bit higher going into this year, researching, really understanding what their offense is going to be looking like. I like Miles Sanders and Austin Eckler and Devonta Smith. Miles Sanders, Devonta Smith, and Jalen Hurts. I like them all, honestly. Superstar team. I don't know if I'll have them all on one team, but
What's up, Andrew? I don't remember seeing a bunch of comments from you in the past. So if you're new, welcome. If you're not, I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass sometimes. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. Drop a like if you can show us some love, which can help us reach more people. But your question is, what do y'all think about this trade? Irv Smith plus a 2023 second, 2023 third, 2023 third. So I'm guessing 2. For Mark Andrews, 10-team Superflex Dynasty League. You guys know this by now. I always have to write these trades out. So that is a pretty detailed trade. Give me a second to really think about this in my head. Now, I have to ask, is it a PPR league? And which side are you getting? And what is your depth at the tight end position? Those are pretty crucial things to ask for me to really give you a good answer.
Players
So,
having fun.
can you read it out to me again, Badaki?
Yeah. The trade Irv Smith plus a 2023 second plus a 2023 third plus two 2023 thirds. It looks like for Mark Andrews.
Okay.
Set up is a half point PPR for all receptions and 1 point for tight end. Backup is Logan Thomas.
Oh, Logan Thomas is the backup. So which side is he getting? Did he say?
I'm assuming he's trading away Irv Smith and all those picks for Mark Andrews, but he didn't say. Is that correct, Andrew? Is that where you're getting? You're gonna be on the clock here soon. He said, "I'm getting
sorry.
Mark." Yeah, he's getting Mark.
So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think you and Irv Smith is a guy who's a really fun idea to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to put words in your mouth. So again, let me know.
No, I think I know where you're going with this, but and I think I'm going to agree.
He's a really really fun idea, but it's really hard to see a pathway for Irv Smith to be this fantasy monster because he does fit the hybrid tight end role. He does. He has that type of build. But the issue is the offense that he's in. They are not a pass happy offense. I mean, they want to run the ball and play good defense. And really, like Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook are the only guys I'm interested in that offense. So
You're on the clock. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm going to make a pick here and get Darrell Henderson, a guy I'm really, really obsessed with now as a late round value. So I guess to sum up my thoughts, you are giving up some decent draft capital, but I think it's relatively even. So I'm comfortable with it. I think there is risk. There's clear risk. I would try and keep one of those thirds. If you could keep one of those thirds, then it's a yes. All in. Let's do it. But if you have to give both of those thirds, maybe just sit on it, because that's the thing with trades. Like, it's okay to just sit on a trade, because if that person really wants it to happen.
I think another thing I would say is that I always like to get a little bit more. So you're giving up three. Yeah. You're giving up Irv Smith, which the guy already believes in. I'm assuming because you're trading him away, plus 3 picks, right? I would try to get another like small person. Like, hey, can you throw in a Marvin Jones? I don't know, Cole Beasley, somebody small that doesn't really matter to you, just so you can have a depth piece. Sorry, I'm making a pick here. I might just go tight end.
Yeah. So I guess to sum it up, I'm comfortable with it. I think Badaki's comfortable with it. But what we would say is always try and get more value.
Yeah.
Always try and push the limit with your trade. So I would try and get one of those thirds back. If he's cool with it, yeah, let's do it. No brainer. He said, yeah, I'm in full win mode. So, and he is playing for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, with that being considered, it's a comfortable trade. Again, try and grab one of those thirds back, and you're looking good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Can we start doing draft grades?
Yeah, I was about to say that. We're about to go off here. I'll start it off with Gary at the 101. He's about to make his pick. After he make his pick, and then we can start here. CMC, JK, Dobbins, Raheem, The Dream, Mostert, Devin, Singletary. I like it. Raheem.
By the way, sorry, just quickly. Appreciate you, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing, brother.
Andrew just subscribed, so I appreciate you for subscribing, man. If you're not subscribed, people subscribe. We got live streams all the time. We're always happy to hang. Really, really appreciate that. Sorry, go ahead. We're gonna give a grade out to Team 1 here.
Yeah. Adam Thielen, Roberto Woods, Michael Pippin, Jr., Jalen Waddle, and Rondell Moore. I like your wide receiver room. I think this is really good, really strong. For you have good solidified starters and some guys that can really come in and start later on, like a Waddle or Rondell Moore. Russell Wilson and Matty Ice in the 13th. That's crazy. That's nice. And I actually don't mind that. George Kittle and then Austin Hooper. I'm not a huge fan of Austin Hooper. I think I would have taken a Cole Kmet over Austin Hooper, or whoever else is available currently on the board. There goes the notification. I wonder why we don't get notifications like that anymore. It's a little bit annoying.
It's weird, but appreciate it.
Yeah, I like this team.
It's been so weird today.
Yeah, I like this team. I don't mind this team. I'm gonna give it a B+. I think I would have taken somebody else over Raheem Mostert. I mean, who was a Damian Harris instead of a Raheem Mostert? Because I think we can both agree that Raheem is probably not going to be the guy that's starting coming into the season here, which is
Well, he'll start, but can he hold the role is the issue.
that's the thing. So I would have gone to Damian Harris. So a B plus here. That your team is really good in my opinion.
Okay, B plus. All right. Just gonna try and add someone to my queue. I'll figure it out. Okay, team 2. Team 2, you've got Dalvin Cook, Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, James Conner, Latavius Murray. Your wide receivers are Calvin Ridley, Justin Jefferson, Laviska Shenault, Darnell Mooney, Corey Davis. Your tight ends are Kyle Pitts and Cole Kmet, and your quarterback is Tom Brady. This is a good team. I mean, I think the only area of weakness, literally the only area of weakness, is your running back room. Kareem Hunt's good, but can we rely on him as a weekly starter? I don't know the answer to that. So I really like this team. I love the Tom Brady pick. And I think getting James Conner that late is still decent value. I mean, I probably would have passed on him, but it's still decent value. So I'm going to give this a B+. It's not an A just because I can't rely on the running backs that are there, but it's a really good team. There's only like a few glaring weaknesses, in my opinion.
All good. Mark H., thank you, brother, for joining. It's all good. Stay tuned for the next one. OJ Splash. The King himself, Monty, Mike Davis, Javion Hawkins. You solidify that Atlanta backfield there. I mean, the depth there is a little bit weak, but it's okay. I guess you solidify that backfield in Atlanta, so hopefully that could work out for you. DeAndre Hopkins, Devonta Smith, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. You get the Cleveland wide receiver room as well. Antonio Brown and Jalen Reagor. It's decent.
And by the way, that is the definition of getting Antonio Brown at good value. End of the 10th round. That is what my dream scenario where I can get Antonio Brown.
And this is what I was gonna say because I'm not a huge fan of Antonio Brown, but Darnell Mooney went right after him.
Okay.
Are you taking Darnell Mooney? Are you taking Darnell Mooney or Antonio Brown?
I am taking Darnell Mooney over him.
Okay.
But I think that Darnell Mooney will go higher when it gets closer to the season.
Okay. Well, that's a good conversation maybe we should have. Mike Gesicki, Tyler Higbee. I love your tight ends, and Josh Allen, the young gun. I like this team. This is a good team. With the expectation of OBJ coming back and being something special, we're going to be releasing a video about OBJ and Jarvis Landry soon, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's on our last podcast. Check that out. I like this team. I'm going to give it a B+ as well.
Okay.
I think I would have gone Mooney. And that's why.
All right. Team 4, DSH. I think DSH is watching Fast and Furious in the movie theaters right now. I could be wrong, but I think he said that, so he's probably going to watch this later.
Just Bance, isn't it?
Anyway, that's hilarious. You got Kamara, Gaskin, Moss, Edwards, Gurley. Your wide receivers are Metcalf, Jones, Deontay, Sutton. Your tight end is Darren Waller and Rob Gronkowski. Your quarterbacks are Tannehill and Baker Mayfield. This is a decent team. The running back room worries me because Gaskin, as much as there's hype about him, I still feel slightly questionable with him this year. And then I don't love Zach Moss, but I do love Gus Edwards. So I feel like you have enough guys to kind of fill these holes. So it's okay. Wide receiver room is pretty strong. I'm not a massive fan of Deontay Johnson, so I wouldn't have taken Deontay. I would have taken probably Devontae Smith over him. I would have taken a lot of people over Deontay. I'm avoiding all Steeler wide receivers this year because Big Ben cannot throw that many times again, and they'll succeed. They won't succeed. But you got great tight end depth. I like getting Tannehill that late. It's great value. So I think strength at quarterback because of the value, strength at tight end because of Darren Waller. This is a good team. It's a B+. I can't get to an A again because I feel like running backs are so crucial to team construction. So that's why I have to go B+.
Okay. Remember, guys, we're doing a quick Q&A this time for any questions that you have. So drop those questions in the comments now, because once we are done with these draft grades, then we got a podcast to record, brother.
We do have and I promise you we're actually going to record that podcast. Yesterday was Badaki's birthday, and we said, you know what? We're not going to go 3 podcasts this week. We're going to do that next week. So expect 3 podcasts next week, but we're also breaking down the AFC East on today's podcast, which will release soon. So
yeah. Team 6, JT, Aaron Jones, David Johnson, and Kenneth Gainwell. Once again, I look at David Johnson and who was still on the board, a Damian Harris, a Michael Carter, a Trey Sermon. I would have taken those guys over a David Johnson. Why? I understand why you're taking David Johnson, because you probably think that he's going to be the main guy back there in Texas, but I'm not excited about that. I would have taken any of those guys over him. Michael Thomas, Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase, Juju, and Brandon Cooks is decent. Yeah, I like it. There's no complaints about it. I don't see any. I think I probably would have taken Keenan maybe over Michael Thomas. A Keenan, a Cooper. I like that you took Cooper there. Chase, I think it's great value there as well. Dak Prescott and Matthew Stafford, and then Robert Toney and Bobby Trees and Evan Ingram, the giant sleeper. Hopefully this year, I like it. This is a good team. Once again, Trey Sermons, Damian Harris, Michael Carter over David Johnson, in my opinion. I would have gone those guys. So B plus there. All these teams are good. I mean, it's a big flip.
I'll just say as well about Michael Thomas, just quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting more and more comfortable with Michael Thomas.
Okay.
The more I think about it,
all those hype videos of Jameis just slinging it.
No, and I haven't even looked at those videos. The more I think about it, like, he's gonna get so many targets. Where are they gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting him in the 3rd round. This is a guy who could finish as a top 5 wide receiver still. Like, he had one bad year, and he was a wide receiver 1 the year before by a mile, by so big of a margin. And you're getting him in the 3rd round. I need to get Michael Thomas in my top 10. I need to look at that again.
Okay, you need to.
Okay, I do. All right, Michael Monzo. Shout out to Monzo. He is on our Close Friends Plus tier. Really appreciate the support, my guy.
Mm-hmm. All love.
Again, if you guys want to be a part of leagues with us, there is a link in the description. It's also pinned in the comment in the chat. Patreon.com/FantasylandFam. Check out our Patreon if you want unlimited advice this year, fantasy hotline, or if you want to play in leagues with us, or if you just want to support. All right, let's give you a draft grade. You've got Tyreek Hill, Robbie Anderson, Chase Claypool, Elijah Moore, McCole Hardman. You've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams. You've got Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, Noah Fant, and Jared Cook. I really like this team. I think what's cool is you kind of obviously you went Tyreek first, so you punted running back in the 1st round. But what's great is your running back room still looks reliable to me. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams. Those are 3 guys I feel like I could rely on this year. Now, the depth is questionable because there's only Jamal Williams, right? So I think that is the one issue. I probably would have taken another running back over another quarterback, but I get the upside if Justin Fields does take off in a trade scenario. My one issue with your draft, and really it's my only issue, is your tight ends, both tight ends. So Noah Fant in the 6th round, I am not taking Noah Fant in the 6th round. You have to pass on tight ends in the 6th if Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Pitts, Andrews, and Hawkinson are off the board. Fant is a guy who could have a good year. But where did Dallas Goedert go? Dallas Goedert went in the 9th round. And I feel like there's a very good chance that Goddard is going to be a way more crucial part of his offense than Noah Fant will be of his. So I just think you could have gotten a really valuable pick there in the 6th round. And then with Jared Cook, I love, him as a person, but I'm not sure that he can contribute that much to a team anymore. And that's not me being disrespectful.
Great guy. He's a great guy, but
great guy.
Wow.
Troutman was on the board. You gotta grab Troutman. Big upside with Troutman this year. But this is an A team, an A-. Okay. I'm gonna give you an A-. This could genuinely have been an A+ team if you didn't take Noah Fant and Jared Cook, because I think you could have gotten bigger value there. So.
Okay. Nom Brady, do we want to do him? I know he was on auto for more than half.
Yeah, we'll do Nom Brady. This is his first time drafting. I think obviously our stream kind of
got messed up. So yeah, so that was
us. Yeah.
Austin Eckler, Joe Moneybag Mixon, Chase Edmonds, Kenny and Drake. It's decent. Is the depth. Kenny? It's not depth. Chase is there as an option just in case. So yeah. I don't mind it. Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Will Fuller, Parker, Aguilar, Like we said during the stream, we would have passed on DJ Moore. We would have taken a Kenny G, a Higgins, and Ayuk, even a Lockett over to DJ Moore, at least in my personal opinion. I don't know about Zach, but that's what I would have done. Obviously, you had the auto pick, so Henry and Everett went for you. I don't mind Everett as a pick. Obviously not at the 8.5, but I think it's a good pick. Hunter Henry obviously kind of messed you up. And then you got Mahomes and Watson. Mahomes is a great. I mean, I think it's a good strategy to take Mahomes in the third, the number one quarterback in my opinion, going in the third round. I think that's good value for me because you solidify your running back room. But I know Zach wouldn't take a Mahomes; he would wait and take
No way.
a later quarterback like a Hurts, not a Hurts, but a Tom Brady. You know, any of those guys, maybe in
Well,
even the
like
sixth.
if you want a top tier guy, even just wait a round or two, and you could grab Kyler, Dak, Lamar.
Yeah,
So,
because all those guys did go in the fifth round.
yeah.
Lamar and Dak Prescott took Lamar in the fifth, so it makes sense. Look, this team's decent. Obviously, it was kind of all got messed up. So I think this is a B team. I think there's upside. I think if you would have actually been drafting, it would look different. But I don't think you would have taken a Hunter Henry there or Everett. So, and I think the bench is kind of so B minus maybe B minus. Okay. I'll give that.
All right, Team 9, Seahawks. You've got Zeke, Jacobs, and J.D. McKissick. We got 3 running backs. I like the top 2, but where's the depth here? Your wide receivers are Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Lockett, DJ Chark, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Michael Gallup. It's a strong wide receiver room. I'll give you that. Tight ends are Mark Andrews and Adam Troutman. That's sexy. That is sexy. Especially how late you got Mark Andrews and then getting Troutman with your last pick. That's hot. I should stop saying that. That's weird. Joe. Okay, so the big issue here is Joe Burrow in the 7th. This is a guy you could probably have gotten in the 9th round. Like if he was on the board with Tom Brady, Tannehill, Stafford, Rodgers, Hurts in the 9th round, I don't think he would have been taken personally. I could be wrong on that. So that's my one issue. But it's a good team. The big issues here are your running back depth. You only have 3. 2 of them are starters. And taking the quarterback a little bit too early. So it's a good team. I'll give it a B+. It could be an A team if you change those couple things.
Okay. Luke, Chubb, ETN, James Robinson, and Melvin Gordon. I mean, you lock up that Jags backfield. And I think it's decent that you got James Robinson as well. Melvin Gordon means nothing to us in my personal opinion. I think I would have taken like a Moss there with the opportunity, a Hines, a Gus. Maybe not at that pick, but I would have faded Melvin and then gotten a Gus, a Hines, Jamal Williams probably even in one of those like 10, 11, 12 picks just so I can feel a little bit more comfortable. Potentially, if they do fall in those areas. Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Debo, Mike Williams, and Cole Beasley. I like your wide receiver room. I think there's upside in every single one of those guys. So I think that's a great room. Herbert, which is great. And Logan Thomas, Irv Smith, Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is irrelevant to me. You heard what we were talking about.
You know what, though? Ertz could be a good late-round pick if he gets traded.
If he does get traded, it all depends on the team.
Let's say he gets traded to the Indianapolis. There's value there.
Yeah, 100% there's value. I think he goes up higher. He'll be taking like 10th maybe, 10th round in my opinion. So I hear you on that, but I guess if you're drafting Ertz with the expectations, but 3 tight ends is excessive in our opinion, so we wouldn't have gone that. I think this is like a B- team. It's still a great team. The running back's a little bit weak, but I like the wide receivers. And the tight ends are strong because you have the depth.
All right. King is dead. His name was, what was his name before? Adams is King or something?
Yeah, King Adams.
It was King Adams. And now the King is dead because he feels like there's a disruption in the union of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Okay. You've got Cam Akers, Najee Harris, Michael Carter back, A.J. Dillon. It's a decent room.
Mm-hmm.
Your wide receivers are Allen Robinson, Terry, Brandon Ayuk, Rashad Bateman, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Your tight ends are Hawkinson and Fursker. Your quarterbacks, there's a clear weakness here, which is Trevor Lawrence and Carson Wentz. So this is a good team. I do like getting Carter that late. I feel like that is good value, and I hope we continue to see these trends where these rookie running backs fall like this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, your wide receiver room's amazing. Really, really good group of guys there. Sounds weird. But Trevor Lawrence and Carson Wentz, I don't know if I want to start my year with those guys as my options. So I really want to give this an A grade. I genuinely do want to give this an A grade. But quarterback is quite important, and I'm not sure that you have one that you can rely on. So this is going to be another B plus for me. I'm sorry, you're so close to an A. If you had like
Jalen Hurts, for example,
Hurts,
maybe.
Hurts would have put you at an A. Stafford, Tannehill, Brady, any of the Burrow, any of those guys would have put you at an A for me. But it's really close. I really like this draft. I will say, I'd like to make a post out of this, Badaki.
Okay.
And have people grade our drafts. I don't want to grade them live here on the show, but I want kind of to do like a who had the better draft between you and I.
In
And
this draft, specifically.
Yeah, I mean, if you're cool
Yeah,
with that.
I don't mind. I don't care. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, could be fun.
Yep.
I really like my draft. I assume you like yours as well because I see yours. I like your draft. I like my draft. So I'm curious what people think because we did take two different approaches. You went quarterback, and you kind of took an early quarterback, late tight end. I took early tight end, late quarterback. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see.
100%.
All right.
Couple questions here.
Q&As, and then we're going to go record this podcast. We have a podcast on all platforms worldwide. The podcast is called Fantasyland Football.
Mr. 305 Worldwide, baby. You already know what it is.
305 Worldwide. Okay. Gator fan says, got a final update on my home league setup.
Oh, boy. Okay.
2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex, defense, kicker, 5 bench. Any advice on drafting or roster construction, please? The first thing that comes to mind, dude, is with all the extras you have in your starting spots, to have 5 bench spots, that's not enough. Like, off the top of my head, that's not enough. You need to have at least 3 quarterbacks on your team now because you have 2 quarterbacks. And then you have 2 flex spots. So you have 2 extra spots compared to normal. You're still playing with defenses and kickers. You need to have at least 7 bench spots on a team with that kind of construction. Do you feel the same way? Like,
I think the first thing I thought of, I mean, I completely agree as you're saying that. The first thing I thought of was get depth at quarterback and wide receiver.
Yeah.
That was the 2 biggest things that I saw because it was 2 QB, 2 wide receiver, and 2 flex. So you have the option to get that. So
you can play the same amount of running backs as wide receivers. So I think I'll just kind of rebuttal that. Running backs are just as important as they ever have been.
Oh, 100%.
But quarterbacks are the more important thing here.
I think
you have to start 2 of them.
I think the reason why I would say go wide receiver because the depth there is tremendous. You can get really good value. Imagine having, imagine having 7 wide receivers on your team that are all really good, and you can kind of go back and forth. I mean, maybe that's too much, but
yeah. I mean, I personally would feel like the big change I would make is targeting quarterbacks early because this isn't even a super flex where you can start 2 quarterbacks. No. You have to start 2 quarterbacks. So you got to get your quarterbacks early. Chase says, off to bed. Have a good night, guys. Keep on working. It's much appreciated. Appreciate you,
love,
Chase.
brother.
Thanks
Thank
so much
you
for signing up to the league, man. Expect a DM from us here soon as we get off this live stream. Get you set up with those perks from joining our Patreon leagues.
Yeah.
Ryan says, just acquired Dak and Saquon and Dynasty Superflex today. I'm super pumped about it. That's exciting.
I wonder how much you gave up for that.
Yeah. I feel like you would have had to give up a lot for Dak and Saquon.
All right, Gator fan, how would you rank this late group of RBs? They all seem like they have their own upside. Gus Edwards, Latavius Murray, Jamal Williams, J.D. McKissick. I think we can both say number 1 guy on that list is Gus Edwards.
That's us. Yep. Easy.
For me, next will probably have to be Jamal Williams.
I would actually go Latavius.
Okay. I will go Gus Edwards, Jamal Williams, Latavius, and then J.D. McKissick. I think Latavius and J.D. for me are interchangeable because if they're going to go with the same route as last year, with Gibson and JD, that's great. But apparently, there's so much talk that Latavius is going to be part of this offense a lot more coming into this season.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. For me, it would go Gus, Latavius, JD, Jamal. I really think Swift is going to have a great opportunity to be a big part of that offense. All right, last question here, and then we're going to go record this pod. How am supposed to rebuild when there's very little trading in a 12-team Superflex league? I'm thinking only rookie draft picks. Yeah, I'll be honest. Being in a league where people don't trade sucks, man. It really sucks. Because trading is one of the best parts of fantasy.
yeah.
So how do you get better? Uh,
It's hard. I don't know if you can
hard to
get
get
better.
better when you can't trade, man. I mean, really, the only way you can get better is through the waivers and through the drafts, the rookie drafts. That sucks. And just being honest, that really sucks that people aren't open to trading. I own Cam Akers. Should I target Henderson? I think so, yes. I really like Darnell Henderson. I think there could be a running back by committee potential there, so I would 100% target him. But Aki, you might think differently.
No, I want Darrell Henderson on my team.
Okay.
I do have Cam Akers already. I want him on my team just so I'm comfortable, really.
Okay.
So if that makes you comfortable to have his backup and that handcuff, do it. By all means, get it. Trade somebody really. I mean, unless the guy really values Darrell Henderson, then that sucks for you. But
It's all based off what value you can get him for.
So that's what I would do.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us today with this stream going crazy. Really appreciate you guys. I don't know how we got the amount of likes we did with restarting the stream. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Last thing we will say is if you want to be a part of these mock drafts in the future, there's a link in our description, solo.to/fantasylandfootball. You can join our Discord there, and you'll be able to join these mock drafts. The other thing is if you want to join a league with us, big shout out again to Chase and John for joining our leagues today. You guys can join our leagues as well.
Absolutely.
Patreon.com/fantasylandfam. The link is in the description.
It's filling up. It's filling up.
Redrafts. It really is.
We have a lot for redrafts, but the one that is limited is Dynasty. Okay, so if you want to play Dynasty with us, Dynasty is filling up really fast so far. So get in on it, man. Because once once there's not that many spots, then it's done for the year. So
yeah, 100%. And last thing we'll say is we do have a podcast, guys, that is available on all platforms worldwide. Fantasyland Football. You can see the link in our description as well to find if you listen on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, whatever it is, we're there. Last question from Gator Fan, and then we have to go. Sorry, guys, I know you're busy, but how do you feel about stacking Pitts and Ridley? I don't have any problem with it.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to be target monsters, have a ton of volume, so I'm comfortable with that kind of stack.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't mind the stack. Go for it.
All right, guys. All love. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate you guys. DM us with any questions.
Yep.
And all love.
All love, y'all. Deuces.